Hey everyone, welcome to JB Rants. Let's see if anyone comes over. I did not do any advertisement in advance. Itchy nose, totally not a fake scratch right there. All right. Let's get ready. Two watching, very cool. Very, very cool. Show yourself in the chat if you feel so inclined. It's a slow news Sunday. So we're going to cover some Gateway Pundit, and as the title says, we're going to cover it blind. I only need one. Left ear. All right, left ear is good enough. So, let's see what we have here, shall we? Oh, Rebel X is live. Rebel X has a great live stream. All right, www. I would normally do this and look professional as like a screen share, but StreamYard won't let me screen share. Maybe it's because of my politics. Who the hell knows? No one knows. But I believe it's because of my politics. The Gateway Pundit.com. Go. Blackie Fitzpatrick, aka Alec Whittier, what up? Coop437, what up? On my community page, I posted a vid of Danny DeVito endorses Bernie Sanders. Troll it. I don't know what that means by troll it, but I'll certainly all right, so I'm not going to wait for anyone else to show up because I have two, great guys here. Let's get a couple girls in here too. We have Alec Whittier, aka Blackie Fitzpatrick, who has been apparently banned from YouTube, and he's exclusively on Facebook. So if you want to suck up somehow, some way, Alec Whittier's Facebook, you can see his awesome live streams. He plays music, he does chat, he does everything. But YouTube is not being so kind to my friend, and I don't like that. I say way more controversial stuff. The only things that I do that should have me timed out or banned from YouTube are everything as compared to Alec Whittier. And yet he plays a couple songs and strike, you're gone for 90. It's so stupid. I don't like it. And we have Coop437. All right, so we're covering Gateway Pundit here. Virginia State Senator issues warning hours before Monday's Second Amendment rally. We are being set up. Okay. And again, if StreamYard would let me screen share, I would look a lot more professional, but they won't let me do it because they don't like the fact that I talk about, I assume this is the reason, that they don't like the fact that I talk about 2 planes don't knock down 3 buildings. Doesn't happen in reality. Doesn't happen in reality. Does not happen in re-fucking-ality. Doesn't happen. But they don't like the fact that I talk about it, so they let me stream, but they won't let me screen share. But I can screen share with my phone. For watching, Material Girl has joined us. Kiwi Lover has joined us. Hey, Bwacky. Hey, Bwacky. Hello, Kiwi Lover. Hello, Material Girl. At Material, this is the great opening phase where everyone is kind of getting to know each other. This is where the pasta meets the sauce. I'm hungry. So that's why I thought about that. Virginia State Senator issues warning hours before Monday's they call it 2A. See, what a lot of folks don't understand about gaslighting is that it actually happens even with folks in our relative favor. I have not read this article yet. But they trim it down. They say 2A instead of Second Amendment, because when snowflakes hear Second Amendment, they think guns, guns. That's what they think. And they freak out and they melt down and they get back into their pajamas and they run away bleeding from the ass. Like, that's what happens. And then they go, I mean, not literally, but and then they cry and then they have a gingerbread cookie or whatever. And then they feel a little better. And then they go on the internet and they say, someone like JB Rants was covering Gateway Pundit, which is a hate website that promotes gun violence. This is how far our society has devolved in terms of actual logic and reasoning. But anyway, I digress. Material Girl, hello. Alec Whittier, #beer. Kiwi lovers making enchiladas for lunch. I just watched Sam the cooking guy do his version of enchiladas, and I'm going to learn how to make. I mean, I already know how in my head. I know how to cook, but I've never made enchiladas, and I'm going to make my own enchilada sauce. And if you fuckers are lucky, I might film it. I've never done a legitimate cooking video. Years and years and years ago, I did a video of me eating, I think 5 samples of the hottest hot sauces on the planet, up to and including the hottest non-extract hot sauce, which is Reaper Squeezins. And I had like tears running down. I didn't puke. I didn't, 7 watching with 0 promotion. Thank you guys so much. All right, we got to cover Gateway Pundit. I will keep up with the chat, unlike someone else. But we're friends, so I can kick his nuts a little bit every once in a while. All right, so Virginia State Senator issues warning hours before Monday's Second Amendment rally. Quote, "We are being set up." All right, click. Let's do this. Is there a video or is it just an article? Come on, load. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is so good. Democrat Governor Blackface Northam, which is true, by the way. Just like Justin Trudeau, which is untruth. Lumpy dough, is putting the squeeze on Virginia gun owners before Monday's Second Amendment protest. Okay? The map of these protest grounds, oh, now this is total Nazi. The map of these protest grounds was released and shows only one entrance for the thousands of Virginia protesters expected at the rally. And there's the map and there's the window. Can you believe this shit? They want to start violence. This is where the Second Amendment defenders are going to be. So go start some shit, George Soros and Antifa. So go start some shit right there. That's what they're doing. Look at that. That's almost Google Maps accurate. Look at that shit. This is horrible. I'm not a firearms owner, okay? I will be one day, once I have other bills and crap out of the way. Once I have other things out of the way, I will be using my Second Amendment right, and I will become a person who decides to defend myself, if necessary, with deadly force. Never, ever want to use it. Just like the president talks about nuclear. Never, ever want to use it. I never want to be in that situation. However, if you are ever in that situation, do you really want to be defenseless? That's my mentality. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm a right-winger, even though I voted for Barack Obama in 2008. Went door to door for Barack Obama. Oh, I'm such a right-winger. Oh my God. JB Rants. You right-wing Nazi. Fuck yourself. The map of these protest grounds was released and shows only one entrance for the thousands of Virginia protesters expected at the rally via Eric Hayden. Eric, ERICK HAYDN. Eric Hayden. The group will be fenced in, and the governor is ordering the Second Amendment protesters to leave their guns. There goes my volume. I have a new phone coming tomorrow. My phone's all fucked up. I didn't mean to make a gun shape there. I just happened to choose, maybe I should do this or that or just this. Everything is subliminal these days. My phone is fucked up and my new phone comes tomorrow. The volume just does whatever it wants. It goes to 0, it goes to full, just on its own because I dropped it. It's my fault. I'm not blaming T-Mobile. They have Samsung, great device, but I drop them a lot. So that's my fault. On Friday, State Senator Amanda Chase issued a warning to those attending the Monday rally. Quote, "We are being set up," unquote. I just hope nothing bad happens. I just hope nothing bad happens. Gun owners, legal gun owners, are the most peaceful people on the planet. I'm not a gun owner, but I agree with them. It's like we just want to be left alone and want to be able to protect ourselves if shit hits the fan. That's basically it. We just want to be left alone to live our lives. Just fucking leave us alone. You're already taxing us to death with illegal things like excise tax and all the other taxes. You know how the government, even under Trump, which I'm working on a letter. I'm actually going to be writing. This is a whole other video, but I'm going to be writing a letter to the White House, basically stating, President Trump, you said you were going to lower taxes on the middle class. Everyone knows I support the president. Everyone knows I supported the president, even when 2015, when he announced. And I watched the first 2 rallies and saw what he stands for. And I said, I'm voting for this person. I don't care who else enters this facade. Anyway, that's a whole other video too. That's a whole other, thing. Senator Chase wrote on her Facebook page, quote, "This is not JB. This is Gateway Pundit. This is all public. You can go read it for yourself. This is on Gateway Pundit. This is the first article. I want you to be aware of," quote, "I want you to be aware of how we are being set up. Does the Patriot Act ring a bell? Does the National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA? President Trump, you need to repeal NDAA. That's domestic surveillance of everyone. My beloved orange, golden-haired president, I don't know why the hell you thought it was okay to twice reenact the NDAA. Big strike, Mr. President. Big strike. Big strike. I think you'll eventually do the right thing. If people show up wearing any kind of uniform, patch, or other symbol on their clothing signifying they belong to a militia and something goes wrong, you could/will be held as a domestic terrorist. Time to read the chat before I get pissed off. Miss Lucy has joined us. Kiwi Lover has been here. Ron White has joined us. What did I didn't do anything. Did someone get timed out? If someone get timed out, then that's, I have nothing to do with that. James Thompson, my dad got mad when he found out I'd been drinking my boyfriend's urine direct from his nozzle. Can someone get rid of James Thompson, please? I don't need that nonsense. It's the dumbest. Can someone, I don't even know if I have moderators. I don't know how to do this shit from my computer. I certainly know how to do it on my phone. Maybe I can do it. My dad got mad when he found out I'd been drinking my boyfriend's urine direct from his nozzle. What does that have to do with gun laws? All right, you're gone. Seriously. What the fuck? Ben Hatcher, yo. Miss Lucy, oh my God, yuck. Yeah, I got rid of him, yeah. Or one of you guys did. but I at least helped. There's no point in trolling my show anymore. Everyone knows, or at least the folks that gravitate towards my version of what I perceive because of my research to be, truth and knowledge with, what's out there in the open media. I share everything with you guys. This is an opinion show. It's a political show. It's a conspiracy show. I show you everything that I comment about. There's no room for trolls. If I was like a ha 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 type of show or whatever, sure, bring the trolls in and they're going to have plenty of ammo. I just read things, give my opinion, and then take opinions from the chat. It's really, really cut and dry and simple. My show, JB Rants, at this point. Mwah. So goodbye, whoever the fuck that was. Soros bot. I hope it's a Soros bot. Oh man, 2 minutes remaining on battery. I gotta plug in my my Chromebook laptop. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're good now. By the way, if anyone ever wants to be famous, Martin Luther King Day, going to be a big problem. They want it like Charlottesville. I guarantee that, JB Rants. That's right. And also, as much as I haven't figured out this new platform, I'm like a brain surgeon in terms of live streaming from the phone, but they don't want us to be able to have a live chat unless you have 1,000 subscribers. So I'm doing the majority of live streams from the laptop, essentially. The one good thing about the laptop is I can instantly make Antonio Davila a superstar. See that? He's on screen. Boom. But I'm not doing that to be abusive, but I can do that. That's pretty cool. Sin Marie has joined us. Beep, beep. Honk, honk. How are you? They're coming for the guns. They're coming for the guns hard. I'm not a firearms owner myself. I probably shouldn't say that, but I'm not. And I will be. After a few life steps, I will be. All right, so back to it. If anyone steps out of line, all it takes is one person. It may even be a government plant. Oh, so this person is actually on my side. It may even be a government plant. If that plant does anything to disrupt the rally, you could and will be arrested as a domestic terrorist. The governor using the media as, that language is kind of ambiguous. I don't really know now. Whatever, I'll just keep reading. This is Gateway Pundit. Gateway Pundit. All I'm doing is reading other people's shit. That's all it is. The governor using the media has already set the stage for this to happen. He has already laid the groundwork to make the entire movement look like an insurrection. It will be used to put the rest of the nation on notice of what will happen to you if you resist. Okay, so this person is definitely on my side. Excuse me. And dare I say, our side. They have used the Southern Poverty Law Center, SPLC, over the last 15 years to lay the groundwork. They have labeled us as potential domestic terrorists for a long time now. Anyone who has ever related to the 3%ers, a militia, or belonged to any patriot group, the groundwork has been laid to brand you as a domestic terrorist. Drop the mic. Who's been screaming about this on my other channels since 2015 when I first started? And I was JVVA, J very, very Asperger's. And then after that, I was JB is Neo. And then My permanent new name is JB Rants, because I finally figured out how to become a YouTube host who's been yelling about the fact that they were going to label conservatives, patriots, gun owners as domestic terrorists. Who did it first? Alex Jones. Who did it first? Alex Jones. Who did it second? Rush Limbaugh. Who did it third? JB Rants. Of course they're going to come after us. Of course they have to come after us. Of course they have to come after us. They don't want a well-informed, armed citizenry that knows how to stand up to oppressive, totalitarian government. They impeach the president of the United States. I'm not reading the chat right now. They fucking impeach the president of the United States for, here's the crime the president of the United States committed. He won an election that wasn't rigged. He beat the rigging. He wasn't supposed to win. It was supposed to be Bush, Clinton, Bush, Clinton. They threw in Obama. And then it was who I voted for in 2008. I'm so sorry. Look at me without the lenses. I'm so sorry. I enthusiastically voted for Barack Obama in 2008. I was 24 years old. And then it was supposed to be Clinton. And then Clinton is supposed to crash the economy, create mass chaos, and basically civil war in the United States, bring in the military and bring in foreign militaries to maintain stability in the United States, which would eventually include forced vaccinations, separation of children from parents, separation of husbands from wives, and vice versa, and put anyone who doesn't agree with the Nazi party, the Nazi party, the Nazi party. Republicans are dog shit and scum. I agree. But the demon rats, the Democrats, are open, bald-face Nazis. And they want anyone who does not agree with their Hitlerian 1940s agenda implemented, put into camps and killed, forced vaccinations, microchip everyone, and then Satan. By the way, this is all real. It's not imaginary. By the way, this is all real. This is not imaginary. From my research, this is all real. It's not imaginary. And then they want to bring in Lucifer, and they're going to use something like CERN over in Switzerland, so right next to Blackie. I hope he doesn't get sucked into all those black holes they're trying to create. I hope my friend Alec Whittier doesn't get sucked into all those black holes that fucking CERN is trying to create and has created, but they've hidden this knowledge from the public, just like they hidden the knowledge about all the UFOs and all the garbage that they're doing, all the fucking gender bending bullshit that they're doing. Boys are not boys, girls are not girls. You can choose your gender by the age of 3 or 4 because they're trying to scramble our brains, but it's not going to work on the majority of us. Oh, JB's kind of weird. JB gets pissed about this stuff, and he seems inordinately angry about some of these things, and he seems to overreact. Am I overreacting to the fact that they are literally trying to transmute the human race into an autonomous, non-gendered, fucking nothing below the belt, just faceless, opinionless, you work for us and you're slaves because we're the aliens or the interdimensional demons, which is what the Democrat Party is? And JB's crazy because he says these things. He gets too drunk and he says these things. I'm sober on a Sunday early afternoon. This is all just boiling over, and I'm not trying to be provocative because I make $0 off of my YouTube channel. I could be out working a second job right now. And making even more money. But I set some time aside in the evenings and weekends in order to bring you guys my opinions, because this shit is really happening. They're hiring. Oh, God. Try not to throw up. I'll try not to throw up. You know what? I got to slow down and read the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to fucking... Peace out, Blackie. I hope Blackie got to see a portion of that. Antonio, hello, says Kiwi. And bring me a Snickers, says Kiwi Lover. KK, says Antonio. Every other 20. The hair, I'm easily distracted. Good. Thank you, Anthony, says Kiwi Lover, Material Girl. Who's he talking about? Jelly Duck 100. What's up, peeps? Yeah. We're talking about some bad stuff here. They want to bring you in for I have no political party myself. I'm not a Republican. I'm a Trump supporter. He's not a Republican. He's at the twilight of his life. He's made all the money in the world. He has a beautiful wife. He has a great family. He doesn't take a salary as president. Why the fuck would he run and win? Because he, I believe, sat back and said, these political parties are controlled by really evil things, and I gotta do what I can to stop this. I must do what I can to stop this. So I'm gonna run. And if I'm gonna run, I'm gonna win. And that's what he did. PFS back in the house. Political foolishness. Hey, how are you? I was in JujuBot's channel earlier, and Gramps, and I think I saw political foolishness at JujuBot. We all have kind of a community, even though we don't fully realize it. We really do. Something I've never asked. Does Kiwi Lover or do, because it's going to be plural, do Kiwi Lover or Coop437 or Political Foolishness or Material Girl, do y'all have any channels? Do you do Jelly Duck 100? I know Jelly Duck 100 has a channel where you go live, because it's a lot of pressure. Sometimes I like to go on quick and hand it off to someone else. Other times I go on for like 3 hours. You know, you never know what it's going to be. I know Alec Whittier has a channel, but you have to go on Facebook because YouTube doesn't like Alec Whittier, probably because we like each other. And I'm sorry if it's collateral damage, and yet they let me stay on because perhaps they think that I'm insignificant or something, which I am not. That I can tell you right now. Kiwi Liver does not do live stream. Political Foolishness is pure commentary. Cool. Nothing wrong with that at all. I guess I'm just trying to be lazy. All right, so let's read some more Gateway Pundit. If I read the rest of this article, I'm going to throw up. This is the whole thing. I don't care what anyone says. I think Melissa Francis from Fox News is pretty hot for her age. She's the blonde on your left. For her age, she's got to be 45, 50. She's pretty hot. I don't care about Meghan Merkel, and Prince Harry. How is that even news? How the fuck is that even news? Hey, to my small, intimate audience out there, newsflash. Meghan Merkel and Prince Harry have nothing to do with your life. So why are you clicking on all this shit? 1.6 million views? Give me a break. These people are just born into money and born into proper genetics. So saith Lucifer, proper genetics under the Queen of England, who runs the Federal Reserve. No one knows that. I'm better at supporting my friends on YouTube. Thank you, Kiwi Lover, and you're great at it. Kiwi Lover, one channel for me too. Awesome. Every other 20, LOL, he runs because executives know how to hide shit. Gotta do that every once in a while. Political Foolishness, LOL, JB. Material Girl. Oh, it doesn't? Political Foolishness. I'm not on JujuBot or Gramps, to be clear. Political Foolishness, if that's true, you have a clone at JujuBot. I was on there earlier. It's 2:19 Eastern Standard Time. I was in Jujubot around 10 a.m. and there was a political foolishness in there. I'm just telling you. Straight up. So you need to look into that. There's no reason for me to cause controversy. I've already caused enough just by being me. But I'm telling you, there was a political foolishness in Jujubot around between 10 and 10:30 this morning, today. Just so you know that. I've been cloned a billion times. I know what that's like. All right, so let's get back at it, shall we? Meghan Markle's father accuses daughter of cheapening royal family and making it shabby. No one cares. No one cares about the royal family. No one cares. You're set for life. You're pretty people. You're royalty. No one cares. You're just trying to get media headlines. You fucking whores. Gateway Pundit, quote, Friday next week is going to be phenomenal. It is going to be epic. General Flynn's attorney, Sidney Powell, promises big news this Friday. General Flynn is a patriot, and what happened to him is a disgrace. What happened to General Flynn is a disgrace. What happened to General Michael Flynn is a disgrace, and he needs to be completely exonerated, if not pardoned by the president, because he did nothing wrong. It's just the Democrats digging dirt and shoveling shit. That's all it is. Excuse me. Political foolishness. Thank you, JB. She did that to others like Thomas Ryan. Now I kind of remember what happened a few years ago. I won't get involved, but if that look, I'm coming at this totally blind. All I'm saying is there was a political foolishness between the hours of 10 a.m. I woke up at like 9:58, and I immediately checked the internet, and Jujubot is I love Jujubot. I got no problem over there. I got no problem with Gramps, no problem with anyone. Not trying to start shit, not trying to start any conspiracies. I try to unravel conspiracies. I'm not trying to start one. But yeah, there was a political foolishness in Jujubot between 10 a.m. and 10:30 this morning today. Just telling you. That's all it is. Political foolishness. Jujubot and Gramps are deeps. Whoa. All right. I haven't even read PF's full statement here. I'm going to go take a leak, and I'm going to come back and read it because I think I know where this is going. I've only read the first sentence. I'll be right back. Come on. This is fucking breaking news. I don't know what everyone is LOLing about. By the way, this is very deliberate. Blackie and I kind of understand how we do these jokes. This is a very deliberate body language thing here. I am crossing my arms in a defensive posture. Jujubot and Gramps are deep state operatives, in my opinion. You've reinvigorated my conclusion, JB Rants. How? By saying that there was a political foolishness there with your name and you saying you weren't there. I saw political foolishness there between 10 and 10:30 this morning when I was in. Now I don't even want to confirm anything. Was I at Gramps? Was I at Jujubot? I think it was at Jujubot. There was a political foolishness there, and you're saying it's not you. But I know by your subs that this is the real PF. Clank says, Alec, Material Girl, LOL. Kiwi Lover is bored. Political foolishness. I guess I peed him off. Someone nuked me. No. I had to piss. Like urine. Like sometimes kidneys, they process all the booze, and sometimes you have to, like, biologically, you have to do what you have to, as Borat would say, sometimes we have to make a urines in America. We call it a toilet. In Kazakhstan, we call it in mouth of prostitute. Whoa. By cloning me when I had a fallout with them 2 years ago. Weird. Mojo sounds more masculine. All right. I don't want to start any fights, but this is news to me. Blackie got my... This is news to me. That's all I can say. And political foolishness, I mean, what's interesting is that the bot, I was a moderator there once, and I disagreed once, and I was, like, banned from the show, and then all the this is, like, 2 years ago as well, and everyone was like, what the hell did you do to JB? Back then, I was JB as Neo. They were like, what the hell happened? And then they brought me back, and I was no longer a mod, and never have been ever since, even though I'm a moderator. But the thing is that Antonio Davila goes on Blackie's show, comes on my show, and is also the head moderator, I would call him, at Jujubot. So someone needs to reach out to Antonio Davila and figure out who's telling the straight fucking truth, one way or another. But that's not what this is about. This is about, it's a Sunday. I'm of sound mind, and we're going to continue going over these Gateway Pundit articles, is exactly what we're going to do right now. But the chat is open to anything that anyone wants to say. That's all I can say. Donald Trump, this is Gateway Pundit. You all can read. Donald Trump Jr. on Lev Parnas, quote, I guarantee you my father could not pick him out of a lineup video. We'll do the video later if necessary. Excuse me. It's on. Joe Biden accuses Bernie's campaign of doctoring video of him on Social Security, but it's not true and not doctored video. All right, I'm going to have to do a second show probably later tonight after and hopefully when, excuse me, These aren't burps. These are just like little hiccups. It's on. Joe Biden accuses Bernie's campaign of doctoring video of him on Social Security, but it's not true and not doctored, and there's a video. So when Alec Whittier, aka Blackie Fitzpatrick, goes on and we can all be a part of his show on Facebook, I'll go on after and I'll cover all this stuff and I'll play all the videos. But I just want to keep scanning and reading these articles because there's so much happening politically. We're in what I would like to call like a political tsunami or political landslide, especially because the election is coming up, obviously, in what, 9 months, less than 9 months, or just about 9 months. Hey, maybe we can have a baby born in that time, and that baby will be a brand new orange-haired, golden-faced baby President Trump's second term because he's a good president and he did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. Fuck if you don't like his personality. Oh, he swears sometimes. He says bullshit at his rallies. We can't have our children hearing a president of the United States saying all these things, and he cheated and we have to impeach him because he obstructed. Oh, no, wait, it wasn't obstruction. Oh, he worked with Russia. Oh, wait, now I'm trying to do my Nancy Pelosi right now. I don't really do a good Nancy Pelosi. And he ended up, working with foreign government, so we have to impeach. Mueller investigates. Yeah, there was no collusion, no obstruction. Okay. So now it's obstruction of Congress. And what the fuck is wrong up in your fucking brain, you old cobweb cunt, weirdo Pelosi? You know what they want to do? They remove the president, Donald J. Trump. This is what the Illuminati wants. This is what the Illuminati wants to do. They want to remove Donald Trump. They want to remove Mike Pence. And by virtue of the fact of the congressional rules and the Constitution, automatically Bella Pelosi, she wants to suck your neck. Bella Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi, becomes president, and then she appoints Hillary Clinton as vice president because she would have that power at that point. Meanwhile, the country's in chaos. Buildings are burning on both sides. Horrible things happening. Lots of deaths, lots of arrests, lots of violence, lots of chaos. That's what they want. Ordo ab chaos. Ordo ab chaos. Order out of chaos. It's a Masonic principle. First, you create massive chaos. You create the problem that creates massive societal chaos. And then you come in because everyone is so sick of it. We just want to feed our kids. We just want to go to work. We just don't want any of this horrible, Molotov cocktails being thrown around in every single town and city across America. We just want it to stop. We just want it to stop. President Pelosi, will you make it stop? And she goes, yes. However, given my age and given that I have so much more work to do that I can do behind the scenes, I am resigning as president. And I am going to nominate Hillary Clinton to be president. And the one that was supposed to, and the one that they just cut me off there right when I did that. That was great. I'm so happy that just happened. Did you guys see the screen black out for a second? Press 1 if the screen blacked out for a second, even though I have full connection. And then Hillary Clinton waltzes in to the White House, and they, hostile takeover style, took back the election that they were supposed to win. That's what this all is. That's very simply what this all is. And if people don't see it, you're not paying attention. I'm not saying everything that I say is correct. I'm simply conveying all of the information. I'm a really good puzzle player. I'm a good fisherman. I know where to cast. I don't just cast a lure into the center of a pond and go, I'm going to catch a bass, or I'm going to catch a perch, or a pickerel, or a trout, and I'm going to use this. I know what the weather is. I know if I should use live bait. I know if I should use a small lure or something big and flashy. I know if I should cast over to the right, only 3 inches away from shore, and pull it away against the weed bank in order to draw a nice big predator fish out of where they're waiting for the bait fish. I know how to do all that stuff. I know how to navigate. I know most of the constellations. All I'm trying to say is I know my multiplication tables, okay? I'm not a stupid person. I've done stupid things in my life. I'm starting to sound like Alec Whittier. I'm starting to sound like Blackie Fitzpatrick. Because he's so fucking honest and gives me way too much credit for creating his own awesome YouTube show and channel and personality. No, maybe I inspired you to do it, but Alec Whittier, aka Blackie Fitzpatrick, you can find him on Facebook. I'm learning, from watching you as well, and it's improving my show. These people are sick. This is a takeover. This is a hostile takeover. The one thing that they haven't achieved is they have not taken over social media, and those who are for the President of the United States will not be removed. What the president said on the campaign trail back in 2015 was, he said, with my support, and he was joking, and he was joking, and he was joking, and he was joking, but it's a true joke, but he was joking, and he's smart enough to do that. You don't become a Manhattan billionaire. Oh, he got $1 million loan from his dad. Good. I'm glad he did, because we got a really good president out of it. Even though he's orange and golden haired, he's a great president. That was a rant. That's why it's called JB Rants, folks. Miss Lucy, aw, thanks, PF. Alec Whittier, 1. Kiwi Lover, 1. Miss Lucy. We can? Kiwi, like when Laura pushed Nelly down the hill? I don't know what that is. Kiwi Lover. Ha ha ha, Miss Lucy, good times. Miss Lucy, Little House on the Prairie. Oh, I think I was forced to read that dog shit in like 2nd grade. Political foolishness. I'm all about merit, Miss Lucy. I don't give compliments without evidence for your information, FYI. Kiwi Lover, political foolishness. You always have been a good person. Yeah. Miss Lucy, thank you, PF. Political foolishness. Coop 437. The crime rate here in Montana went up over 150% in the past 5 years. Got us marshals undercover now here. Alec Whittier, Blackie Fitzpatrick. Look, I'll steal most of Blackie's stuff. I'll try not to steal his... he stole my pretend scratches, which is okay. That was actually a real scratch. Oh, no, was it? No, because I was just... Whatever. No one's gonna vote up or down on that. Kiwi Lover. Okay, Nancy, I'll be nice and let some else push you off the cliff. Good thinking. Political foolishness. You're welcome, Miss Lucy, but the honor is yours. I have cool chatters that I can tell you right now. Kiwi Lover. Political foolishness. Archie late with our pizza again. Yeah, where the fuck is Archie Bunker? He was one of the first people in terms of these political style chats that not only helped me get me started, but actually showed me like a modicum of respect. I love Archie Bunker. Good person. Never met him in person, never shared a beer with him or a coffee or brunch or whatever you want to say. I don't know if Blackie Fitzpatrick is still watching, but I can promise him this. Alec Whittier, you can't get this in Austria. Just like I can't get Gosser around here. It's a good, light, doesn't get you drunk. It's just a nice IPA. And it's got the good taste of beer and hops and the proper malt amount. Sin Marie was here real quick, but had to go. I noticed that. I gave her a shout out, Miss Lucy. I just, sometimes you can't spend all day on the internet. I'm waiting to do laundry. Everything's kind of backed up, so I'm waiting my turn. That's my Sunday. But I can tell you this, tomorrow morning, all my laundry is going to be pristine and clean and good. Rogue Memes, what up? How you doing, Rogue Memes? Kiwi Lover says she was at work. Yeah, you can't spend all your time in someone's channel. But I have enough folks watching here that I'm able... I can't do a show for 1 or 2 people. I'll do a show for 3. But we have 9, and we've been up to 14, and now we're back to 9, which is fine. It's enough folks because this entire show is simply about you guys communicating each other's messages to each other. And the host is very simply this. JB Rants. I say things as I see them. I read Gateway Pundit, which we're about to get back to. And I love the President of the United States. I make no secrets about that. I am totally biased. I am completely biased. I think Democrats are evil and sick, and they love abortion and, just all the, hullabaloo and horribleness. And it's totally gross. But I'm here as a voice with an audience, and if anyone wants to debate me, bring it on. Bring it on. You're going to lose. There is no winning a debate against JB. My audience won't do that. That's why we want some new people to come in. And I do not want moderators to time out or, ban anyone who wants to debate me on actual facts. If you come in and say N-words and do ridiculous crap, of course you're going to be thrown out. But if you want to argue on the merits, my moderators have in advance been instructed that they will deal directly with the host on camera, and you will be treated with the same respect I treat anyone else, and we'll have a debate. That I can tell you right now. Alec Whittier says, hello, lurkers. Political foolishness is correct, JB. Political foolishness, I'm going to have to look into the Jujubot thing, and I want to kind of end it here because I really don't believe it, but there was someone called Political Foolishness in Jujubot between 10 and 10:30 this morning, Eastern Standard Time, and if it wasn't you, that's fucking weird. So, I don't know what to do with that. Now that Alec Whittier is back, I'm going to show him this beer again, which he can't get in Austria. Wormtown Brewery. Where's this out of? Well, whatever. It's somewhere local, but it's a great not get drunk beer. It's fantastic. You can just drink it like a V8 or something. Low alcohol, tastes fantastic. Yeah, Political Foolishness says, sure, JB, it's up to you. It's just super weird. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Back to Gateway Pundit. Dark and dirty. Again, if StreamYard didn't hate me, they'd let me screen share, but I have to screen share with my phone. Dark and dirty FBI agent Joe Pienchka and wife living the high life after he... Okay, what do they call it? Diction. Dark and dirty FBI agent Joe Pienka and wife living the high life after he set up General Flynn, forcing Flynn to sell his house to pay for legal fees. I'm getting a new phone tomorrow, so I don't care if I slam it. It's already in the mail. What a fucking disgrace. Hey, Alec Whittier, are you jealous that my show isn't PG-13? I can say whatever the fuck I want until YouTube. I can't. I'm worse than Alec Whittier, like in terms of TOS violations and stuff. I don't play music, but in terms of my language, and they let me stay on. Maybe it's because my audience is too small. I didn't get 400 like fucking High and the Hog Blackie got 400 after the fact, watched his show the other night. That's like this level. That's like whoa level kind of stuff. So congratulations. You know I'm simply busting your balls. That's all it is. Oh wait, Blackie's like half married, so he doesn't have any balls anymore. I'll be here all week, folks. Try the fish. Failed stand-up comedian. Failed stand-up. That's actually true. I actually am a failed stand-up comedian. I did an open mic once. It was they're closed now, but it was a place called the All Asia Cafe in Cambridge. I bet Blackie fucking knows the All Asia Cafe in Cambridge. They had a bar and they did live music and entertainment and comedy, and they for some reason they served Chinese food. I mean, they're called the All Asia, but it was like horrible. I think they actually probably ordered takeout. The food was so bad. I'm going off of I'm going off topic. I'm going off the rails here. The Trump impeachment sham is unique in a number of different ways compared to previous impeachments, and most notably because no crime was committed or defined. Oh, okay. That sounds kind of interesting, doesn't it? Blackie says, got 1,000 last night, JB. Dude, fuck yeah. I don't even know what to say to that. If I had anything to do with that, that's like cosmic numbers. That's fucking crazy. And congratulations, and you deserve it because it's a good show. I'm sort of wondering if Blackie Fitzpatrick is picking up on the fact that if there's one thing I've really taken from the Blackie Fitzpatrick show, aka Alec Whittier's show, is that it was a little bit hard for me during a certain period of time where my mental state was a little fucked up. But I remember saying to Blackie early on, and I'm not trying to take any credit, I'm just trying to bring, everything into this cube of reality or whatever. It's like, what I always told Blackie is pick a topic and never stop talking, never run out of things to say. And Blackie did that naturally. I can't do that naturally. However, I think I can because I'm doing it right now. Never run out of things to talk about because you're the host. The worst types of live streams I've seen on YouTube is where someone goes on, they have like 2 or 3 things written down, and then they go on and they say their thing and the chat goes wild. And then all they do is rely on the chat for the host's content. That doesn't work. It doesn't work for more than, it works for like 5, 10, 15 minutes, half hour at most. But anyone who I believe, hello? I'll do it in about 5 minutes, all right? Excuse me. I'll do it in about 5 minutes, all right? I was in the middle of something live. No, I know. There's no reason you should. But I think I can cram that all into one load, so that's what I'm going to do.
It's already on the settings.
Cool. They're nice people. That's what happens when you have to spend 6 months, a year moving back. Anyway, with all that being said, I've watched Alec Whittier and Blackie evolve over this period of time where it's like you can't stop talking, even with interruptions like that. You can't stop talking because people will lose interest and then you lose viewers and blah blah blah. And we don't get paid to do this. I don't get a dime out of YouTube, and I don't want a dime out of YouTube, because you know what's going to happen if I start taking money from YouTube? And you know what's going to happen to any number of us who start taking 1 penny from what we contribute in terms of live streaming? Is they're going to do it slowly. They'll come from behind the scenes. They're going to find creative ways to basically, we love your personality, quote unquote. We love your presence, quote unquote. We'd love to continue doing business with you, quote unquote. However, we would prefer that you say things in a certain way. You know what that's called? It's called censorship. It's called censorship. Even if they let you stay on. And a lot of folks would do it. They go, oh, I can stay on, but I just have to say, like, Rachel Maddow ads are okay and allowed on my channel. Oh, sure, I'll do that. It's called bending over. It's never going to happen with JB. That I can tell you right now. All right, so here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this one. I'll go back on later. I think Alex said, well, he said yesterday he was going on at 6:30. Alec Whittier, are you going to go on at all? I don't want to step on your toes. Kiwi Lover says it got to 120 in the summer here. I'm assuming that's somewhere like Arizona or something. That's horrible. Miss Lucy, you did not hog the chat. At all. Not even a little bit. In fact, we need more Miss Lucy. Miss Lucy and I used to butt heads a couple times back when the election. So she's the real deal. All right, so Blackie's not going on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll do 5 more minutes of the live stream. I'll mainly cover the chat because Political Foolishness has an encyclopedia up there that I got to read. We'll do 5 minutes. We'll slowly kill it, and then I'll read more Gateway Pundit. I'll check out some other news, and we'll come back on later. And my hair will still look like I stuck my finger in a light socket. Political Foolishness, JB Rants. I'm still not willing to do a live stream because I have a walrus of my own. LOL, if I do a live stream, it will be under a new channel name because of the bad folk out there. I fully understand. I fully understand. Yeah, Miss Lucy says, yeah, we did. But now we're friends. You know, we all wanted the same thing. It was just, you know, for, when I, and no one would know the name because no one remembers AOL Instant Messenger anymore. When I first started chatting on the internet, it was on AOL Instant Messenger from 2000 to 2003. It's 2020. That was 17 years ago. So I was never a chatter on the internet. And I became a chatter and eventually a show host by virtue of the fact that social media exploded in a good way and also a bad way, but I use it for good. In the 2016 election, I became like a name. It's kind of weird to think about that there were probably folks that were sitting down to dinner that I've never met in my entire life and never will. And they were like, what do you think about this JB character? He's kind of crazy. And then someone else says, no, I think everything he says is right. 2 planes do not knock down 3 buildings. And then they have like arguments. I hope that never happened, but it certainly could have. in reality. Miss Lizzie says, I never YouTubed before Trump. Correct. Same thing here. Miss Lucy says, I thought you were weird in a bad way, but you are weird in a good way. Yeah. I don't care. You know what I mean? But I'm not like a bad person inside. People can disagree. Folks can disagree with each other. In fact, if everyone agreed with each other, we already fully live in the false reality that George Orwell warned us about in his famous book and movie 1984. Well, book, but was turned into a movie. Where everyone's just, yes, everything is good. Take your soma, life is good. No. That can't happen. If that ever happens, we're fucked. That means they won. This is a non-pretend scratch. My nose is itching horribly. All right, cool. Nick Daniels, you showed up a little bit too late. I'll be back on in a little bit. I just got stuff to do. I'm going to end broadcast in 10 seconds. I'll give it a minute. I'll end broadcast in 1 minute, which is now 50 seconds. I'm counting in my brain, so let's see how accurate my... Now it's 40 seconds. 30. I love all you guys so much. Kiwi Lover, Miss Lucy, Nick Daniels, Political Foolishness, Alec Whittier. I love all you guys so much. To lift off. Yeah, no, to lift up a bunch of laundry, and I haven't done laundry in I work in a lab, so I've been wearing the same stuff. Like, I can get away with 2-3 days, or 2-3 uses of clothes I've already worn. But I can't do it anymore. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll see you guys on the next one. And I hope you guys have a MAGA day. Take care. Peace.